what's up and welcome back to ByStephieNics. So today I'm going to be teaching you 3 simple tips to help you master the art of listening. It's a few habits to develop and things to keep in mind that will help you in becoming a more focused, present, and overall better listener. If you've been feeling like you want to become a better partner in conversation, this is the video for you. We're gonna do it today. Real quick before we jump into the video, if you're on that self-improvement journey or you want to get on it, I have an entire advice playlist that will have linked down below for you to check out. A few of the videos that we got in there are how to increase your attention span and focus, study tips, how to fall asleep faster, and one of my favorites, hobby ideas to help lower stress and anxiety. We've got all of the videos. They will all be linked down below. Make sure you check them out after this one. And let's get started with the listening tips. I'm ready to jump right in, and I hope you are too, because we're about to go. Tip number 1 is clearing out the distractions so the person talking has your full, undivided attention. Keyword undivided. This means you gotta put the phone down, shut the laptop, pause the TV, and stop whatever you're working on for school or work, whatever. I know these things are important or fun or interesting, but to be a good listener, you have to take your attention, which is a valuable commodity, and fully give it to the other person. Number 1, this shows the other person that you fully care what they're talking about, and that is like a gift to them. Like, think to a time when you were sharing something with a friend and they were just sitting there like looking at you totally focused, not doing anything else. That's an amazing feeling, knowing that the other person really cares about what you're going through. Whether it's like an important thing or a small trivial thing, it doesn't matter. The other thing that this is gonna do, clearing those distractions away, it's gonna help it be a lot easier for you to be a good listener. It's become like a buzzword type of thing where people are so proud of the fact that they're good multitaskers. Sorry to break it to you, multitasking is not such a good thing. Maybe when you got a really long to-do list and you wanna get everything done at once, but not in a conversation. If you've got half your mind on your phone, that only leaves the other half to your friend, and then you're kind of fighting your focus. It's I basically heard what you said, but not really, so I can't really give you that great advice because I'm not exactly sure what you said. It's just an unpleasant experience for both sides of the conversation when you're not really in it. The second tip that I'm gonna share with you guys is to keep the focus on them. Let me explain what this means, but I have to be honest with you guys, this one is really, really hard to do, but it's worth it. It makes all the difference in the world. Basically, what this means is that when someone is sharing something with you, you don't interject with your stories. You don't divert the conversation to you. Humans by nature are very self-focused, so it makes sense that if someone is sharing an embarrassing story that happened to them in school, you might be like, oh my God, something crazy happened to me in school, and immediately it's oh, the focus is off of them and it comes right back to you. It doesn't mean you're a bad person if you're doing this. Literally everybody does it all the time, but it's just something that if you keep this in mind, the other person will really appreciate it. But you might be thinking wait, but what if I actually have something of value to bring to the conversation that happened in my life? I can't ever talk about my side? No, that's not what this means. You are totally allowed to bring in a story or an example that happened to you, a good piece of advice, if it's relevant to the other person, if it's directly relevant. Keep in mind that once you share this with the focus on helping them, you don't go off the rails with your story and just take the focus off of them. You could preface it by saying I totally understand what you're saying. I actually went through something similar and it might really help you. And then you share your stuff. Just framing in a way that the other person knows you're still thinking and caring about their side by sharing your stuff is the key here. Finally, tip number 3 for how to become a better listener is assessing what the other person is actually looking for from you in that conversation. Someone might be coming to you for advice, or they might be looking for sympathy, or possibly motivation, or maybe they just had a really rough day and they want to vent. All these situations, all these different scenarios would require a different response from you as the listener. And this one is really, really hard because what the other person is looking for might not match up with what your natural instinct is to give. You might be a great motivational person. You just want to pep them up, boost their confidence. But if they are just looking to vent and let it out, get some good sympathy from you, you have to realize that and put your little, motivational speaker stuff to the side for now. When I was coming up with the ideas for this video, this thought came to mind that being a good listener means being a giving listener. Listening is actually a really selfless act if you think about it. Keeping that in mind, that is your purpose here, not to turn the attention back on you or to give what you want to give. that's gonna help kind of boost the other person and make them feel better in the conversation with you, which is the whole point of becoming a better listener. It's to help the other person feel heard and listened to. I hope these tips helped you out today and made it clear that good listening doesn't mean just staying quiet until it's your turn to talk. That is more of selfish focus when we really want to focus on the selflessness. That's the key here today. I hope you guys enjoyed, picked up some good tips. If you got value out of this video, make sure you scroll down and leave a like on this video to let me know. If you want to stick around for more advice videos and a whole bunch of other types of content, you gotta join the ByStephieNics fam because we have fun here. We would love to have you. All you gotta do is click that big red subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell right next to it to get notifications sent straight to your phone every time I post a new video. Whew, out of breath on that one. Breathe, girl. Another reminder that I've got my advice playlist and all those videos that I mentioned all linked down in the description box, so make sure you check that out. Have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, this is ByStephieNics. Bye.